Welcome back, everyone. I just wanted to cover a couple of points, a couple of very, very important points on writing in general, and the most important element in a song, and that is the melodic line. What I call the melodic line, other people call it, lead line, top line. It's got a million names, right? But it's that thing, that line of music, it's that melody that sits on top of a bed of music, or sometimes it's just a cappella. It doesn't sit on top of anything and it's just by itself. Okay, so but it's that melodic line. Okay, that melodic line, that thing that you hum in the shower. All right, that's the best way that I find to describe it to people. They're like, "What are you talking about? The lyrics or the what is it?" Well, it's that thing that you hum in the shower, whether you know the lyrics or not, right? That melodic line. Some people don't even know the lyrics. Lyrics have their place. Harmony, chord structure, has its place. All these elements come together, but they all support and are there to lift up and put a spotlight on the melody, the melodic line. That's what it's all about. Now, when we look at the different techniques that we've covered in order to write a song, and that's basically the freestyle technique, okay, where you pick a chord progression randomly, pick a key, pick a chord progression, and then just, put some notes on top of that, right? Like whatever, you could just freestyle it. So I like to call it freestyle because anything goes, right? You're just humming, you're just blindly, searching for something, okay? That's the freestyle technique. Then we have the inspired technique. That technique is basically getting a song that you love or that that you can get inspiration from. You're going to grab maybe the chord progression of that song, start off with that chord progression and just start humming, again, pretty randomly, but you're being inspired by an existing song. That's the second technique. And then we have the favorite mistake technique. And that is the one that is the most predictable, the one that is the most reliable. You can say, you know what, I'm gonna grab this song, I'm gonna grab the melodic line of this song, and I'm gonna use the same key, and I'm gonna alter those chords, and magic happens. But keep in mind with that technique that not all songs are amenable to change. Some are more amenable than others, okay? Some are much more easy to work with than other songs. Some you can't work with at all. But no matter what technique you use to write your song, doesn't matter. The key is to write, okay? The key is to take action and to actually pick up the guitar, pick up the piano, pick up whatever instrument you've got. Now, if you don't have an instrument, okay, you can work with software. There's a lot of software out there like we saw with Easy Keys. Easy Keys is amazing. Chordify is another one that's pretty amazing. Chordify.com, I think it is. But that's pretty amazing as well. You can upload existing songs or you can search from a big database that they have of songs and it'll give you the chord charts of those songs, and then you can actually edit and just minimize. There's a volume slider for the actual song that you picked, and there's a volume slider for a piano. It's like a virtual piano, and you could lower the volume of the song you picked and raise the volume of the piano. So now all you have is that chord progression of the existing song, right? And you can just mix and match those chords. You can move them around, which is pretty cool. And there's other software as well. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If you don't play an instrument, the challenge is gonna be a lot greater for you. Okay, it's gonna be a lot more difficult to write a song if you don't have some musical background and you can't pick up an instrument. Okay, it's a big advantage. Collaborating with existing musicians, if you know any musicians, collaborate with them. If you're really strong lyrically, you can collaborate with others, right? That can write the melody and you can write the lyrics. That's a big thing, okay? A lot of people struggle with lyrics in a big way. So lyrics are not easy to write. If your strength is in writing lyrics, right? That's a big deal. It's like there was a time back in the day when you would see, it doesn't happen so often now, but back in the day, you would see the song, performed by blah, blah, blah. Lyrics, Elvis, this happened in the days of Elvis a lot. So performed by Elvis Presley, okay? Lyrics written by some other guy, and music written by some other dude. Okay, so there were songwriters that specialized in melody, and there were songwriters that specialized in lyrics. That still happens, Still happens today, but back then it was very common, because everybody's got their own strength. So if you built yourself an amazing portfolio of lyrics and have some amazing, incredible ideas together, you can collaborate with other musicians who could work on the melody and you could work on the lyrics. Collaboration is a big deal, okay? So that's also an option, right? And even for musicians, of course, collaborating, co-writing with others can be incredibly rewarding, can be amazing, okay? It can also be very frustrating, okay? It depends who you collaborate with. So it's good to pair up with the right people, obviously. And while we're on the subject of collaboration, that's the big advantage that a band has, okay? Because a band, you got 4 members or 5 members, sometimes 3, whatever, your standard rock band, okay? And here you have a unit that can actually bounce ideas off each other, you work with beats and work with get inspired, by different instruments and different approaches to a song. It's a big deal. It's a big advantage as long as you guys work together. But the key here is to take action and to start writing and write a lot. Any songwriter worth his salt will tell you, write. Don't expect to write a #1 hit from your first song, okay? Just keep writing. And as you write, just like any other thing that you do in life, the more you do of it, the better you get at it. All right? That doesn't mean that it's going to take you 20 years to write a hit song. It could happen like that, right? It can happen very, very quickly. But the more you do of it, the more certainty you're going to have. So it's just practice. Don't forget that.